Welcome back to another episode of Quick Picks with the Geek. I am your host, Bro Power the Geek. All right, folks, next up we got Edmen, the Golden Boy Shahbazyan versus Dylan, the Mindless Hulk Budka, a middleweight scrap between a guy who was once considered the next big thing and a guy whose nickname suggests he might just swing first and think later. One of them is trying to climb back to relevance and the other is looking to make a name for himself by smashing through him. Let's break it down. Dylan, the Mindless Hulk Budka. On the other side, we got Dylan Budka, the plus 235 underdog with a record of 7-4. Now, I gotta say, the Mindless Hulk might be one of the best nicknames I've ever seen. It tells you exactly what to expect. This man is going to charge forward, throw bombs, and try to take your head off without worrying about things like defense or technical striking. Budka's a wrestler first and foremost. He's got solid takedowns, heavy top control, and a ground game that can wear opponents down. But when it comes to his striking, let's just say it's a work in progress. His punches come in hot, wide, and slightly reckless, like a guy trying to win a bar fight against 5 dudes at once. The biggest concern for Budka? Experience. He's still very raw, and he's making a huge jump in competition here. Beating regional guys is one thing. Fighting someone with Edmen's skill set is another. If he can get this to the ground and make it ugly, he's got a shot. But if this turns into a stand-up fight, he's going to be in trouble. Edmen, the Golden Boy Shahbazyan. First up, we got Edmen Shahbazyan, the minus 290 favorite with a record of 13-5. Now, if you've been watching the UFC for a while, you'll remember when this guy was supposed to be the future of the division. He came in as a young prospect, training under Edmen Tarverdian. Yes, the same guy who coached Ronda Rousey and also told Travis Brown he was a head movement expert. At one point, Edmen was 11-0 and looked like the second coming of prime Vitor Belfort. Then the UFC said, hey, let's see how he does against killers, and threw him into fights with Derek Brunson, Jack Hermanson, and Nassourdine Imavov. And let's just say it did not go well. The man went from future champion to on the verge of a pink slip real quick. Now here's the thing, Shahbazyan is still talented. He's got clean striking, a dangerous kicking game, and when he's the one leading the dance, he can absolutely put people away. But the moment he faces resistance, things start to fall apart. He's struggled with pressure, his cardio hasn't always held up, and he's been finished in 4 of his last 5 losses. That being said, this is the kind of fight he should win. The UFC wants him to get back on track, and they gave him an opponent who is still pretty green in comparison. If Edmen doesn't win this one, we might be seeing him in the PFL season opener next year. So, who wins? This fight comes down to whether or not Budka can wrestle. If he can close the distance, drag Edmen down and hold him there, he might be able to break him. But if this stays on the feet, Edmen should pick him apart. Edmen's path to victory? Keep it standing, use his superior striking, and don't gas out in the first round like he's trying to set a world record for most punches thrown in 60 seconds. Budka's path? Make this ugly. Wrestle, grind, and hope Edmen folds under pressure like he has in the past. Official pick. I'm rolling with Edmen Shahbazyan, not excited about it, not thrilled, but he should win this fight. Look, if Budka was a little more polished, I'd be tempted to take the underdog shot. But Edmen is still the much better striker. He's got more experience, and unless Budka just ragdolls him for 3 rounds, Edmen should be able to find a finish here. That being said, if Edmen somehow loses this, he might need to start looking at career options outside the UFC. So if you're betting on this fight, pray that Edmen doesn't spontaneously combust after round 1. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat when the next video drops. And don't be shy. Leave a comment below and let me know who you got winning this fight. Let's see who really has the crystal ball around here. Until next time.